Hey, this is Brandon from Digitcom, and today I'm going to explain all the different buttons and their use for the Hosted PBX system. This particular model of phone has 12 programmable buttons, 6 of which will already be in use. The first 3 will be your lines. These are how many calls that you can have on your phone at one time. Typically, you can have up to 3 calls. This may be more or less depending on your configuration. Your line keys will have a check mark beside it if it is connected to the system and will say your name beside it. In addition, you may find some other buttons such as park zones. These will typically be found in this section or on these buttons here. You can also have what are known as monitoring keys so that you can monitor other extensions in your business. In this section, you can see that extension 503 and 505 have no light lit up beside them, which means they are free. However, extension 506 does have a light lit up, which means they are currently busy. In addition to being monitoring keys, these are also speed dials. If I were to push this button, it will actually ring to extension 505. The additional buttons can be programmed. You'll simply have to let Digitcom know what you would like the buttons to say, such as the label on the screen, and where you would like that button to go when pressed. If it's a speed dial, it could be an internal speed dial, which will allow you to get you a monitoring key, or it can be an external number, such as a cell phone. These 4 buttons at the bottom of the screen are extremely important. These are what are called context keys. They will change depending on what it is you're trying to do on the phone. Because the phone currently is idle, you'll get options such as new call, forward, and do not disturb. If I try to make a call, these options will change to items such as end call or directory. So these buttons will change depending on what it is you're trying to do on the phone. If you're unsure of what to do on the phone, always check these 4 keys. They will provide you with the most common functions available to you at that time. In addition to those phones, you'll see a house key. This will be your menu key. This will allow you to access settings on the phone. In this particular model, there are 7 setting sections. The first section, new call, is simply a very long way of placing a new call. Instead of picking up the receiver and dialing your number, you can go into the menu, go into the new call section, and start dialing. The second is your messages center. This will allow you to get a quick synopsis of what is in your voicemail box, such as how many messages in your mailbox are marked urgent, how many are new, and how many are old. If you wish to connect to your voicemail box after looking at this quick synopsis, check your context keys. One of them will be labeled as connect, which will allow you to connect to the voicemail system. The third option is directories. This will allow you to put in a personal directory into the phone. In this case, you'll access the contact directory. And because we have nothing in here, the only option we will have is to add. By pushing that context key, this will allow you to add information for this particular contact, such as first name, last name, email address. This will allow you to mark it as a favorite, which will make this contact searchable quickly via one of the call log buttons. This will be shown in a different video. Next, we have forward. This will allow you to forward your extension to either an external number or to another extension. To do this, you'll select it and you'll be shown 3 options: always, no answer, and busy. The only one you will need to be concerned about is always, as no answer and busy are typically already configured to go to voicemail. When ready to forward a call, you'll select always, and then enter the number that you would like to forward to. In this case, we're going to forward it to another extension. When you are ready, you press the enable button on the bottom of the screen. If done correctly, you'll notice that the icon beside your name will change into an arrow that bounces off a phone. This is to let you know that your extension is now forwarding calls to another number. When you want to remove the forward, simply do the same process. Go back to always, and now that button that was originally labeled enable now says disable. You press that, The green check mark comes back on the screen and you're now receiving calls. DND stands for Do Not Disturb, and it means exactly what it sounds. If you are in Do Not Disturb, you will not be disturbed. You will not receive any phone calls. You will not receive any ringing, any paging. Any calls that go to your extension will go to voicemail. When you are in Do Not Disturb, the icon beside your name will change into a red mark to let you know that you are in Do Not Disturb. When you want to start receiving calls again, simply hit the Do Not Disturb key again. This will bring your extension back into normal mode and you can start receiving calls. The next one on the list is the settings section. The only section in this section that you may be concerned about is the basic settings. These will allow you to change certain things about your phone, such as the language, your date and time, what kind of backgrounds you want on the screen, how bright you would like the screen to be, how long would you like the screen to stay bright like that, or the most common would be the ring type. So this will allow you to change the ring type on your phone. Your phone does come with a bunch of default ringers that you can select. And using the context keys on the bottom, you can either listen to it, select it, or go back into the main menu. In this case, we're just going to go with that. There you go. The last option on the menu key is the Applications key. This will allow you to search your corporate directory, so all phones that are listed on your phone system. You will be able to search for them through using this Applications feature. These buttons down here allow you to control where you would like the call to go. If you have a headset and would like to answer a call on your headset, you will push this button. When it's enabled, it will light up green to let you know that you are answering calls on your headset. This button here with the speaker is your speakerphone. To answer phones in hands-free mode, you would push this key. Notice that it lights up green when it is in use. Push it again, and you'll no longer use the speakerphone. This large button here is your mute key. This will allow you to mute your voice on the phone call so that the person who is on the call can no longer hear you. When it is enabled, it will flash a bright red to let you know that you are muted and the person on the phone cannot hear you. If you want to be heard again, simply push the mute key once more. At the bottom of the phone, you'll notice a volume toggle. The minus to bring the volume down, plus to bring the volume up. When in idle, this will change the ringer volume. When on a call, this will change the volume of the person on the call. So say the person is a little low on your headset, you can push this button to up the volume of the call. These three buttons here allow you to do some of the same things that you would find on these context keys. This is your hold key. When you want to place a call on hold, you can press this button here. Additionally, you could also push the hold key as one of the context keys when you're on the phone. This button here that looks like an envelope is a quick way to get into your mail synopsis or your message center synopsis. By pushing this button, you'll see a quick review of how many messages are urgent in your mailbox, how many are old, and how many are new. And this key here is also the transfer key. If you want to transfer your call to another extension or to an external number, you can press this button to do that. These are all the buttons on the Polycom VVX400. Thank you. I hope that explains what you were looking for. Thank you and have a nice day.